Cowboys. In today's game, it's a battle between two teams who come in with opposite win-loss totals on the year. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Cowboys.
Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now that's the Doug Martin we saw, not just in his rookie year when he burst on the scene out of Boise State, but how about in 2015 when he earned a big-time contract extension from Tampa Bay?
Yeah, you mentioned it, from Boise State, 31st pick back in 2012. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 14 there, and that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And here's a look at the starting offense. Now it's 2nd and 7. Now a second down throw for Winston. Drops it off to Martin. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Charles Sims hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. One back is Morris. He'll get the football here. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's the offense, and I don't know what more you can say at this point in his career about Jason Witten.
You just give him full respect. This is a guy who knows how to do everything on the football field. Not just catch the ball, but huge in the run game with his blocking at the line of scrimmage.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Morris. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
Brent Grimes is one of those cornerbacks who was overlooked coming out of college and plays each and every game with a chip on his shoulder.
Third down and 3. The play clock's running down. Here's Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
Now it's Morris, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Prescott. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
Play clock winding down. They'll run it now. Here's Dunbar. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now back to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. From the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. On the run, Dunbar. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. They'll toss it to Morris. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. To throw on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. 1st and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for it. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling them for a loss.
Switch it up here, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Winston with a give to Martin. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Jameis on second down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle? Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On 4th down, the Bucs will call on Anger. Brian Anger to punt it away. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Let's go! 190!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught find the 1st down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the 1st down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the 1st down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Winston now to throw on 1st down. They set up the screen to Martin. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The target that time was Vincent Jackson. 3rd down here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. On 3rd down, Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They come out here in the eye. Following the penalty, Martin. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. And he's got room. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the pass.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fresh set of downs here. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Jameis to throw it. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense. On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. A first down throw for Winston. Drops it off to Martin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a pickup of 19. And it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Second down and 4. Now a second down throw for Winston. Goes underneath to Martin. And he's brought down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Charles Sims with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And Beasley with it over the middle. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So completion on second down, that brings up third.
Let's go!
Now Prescott. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off, it's J.J. Wilcox. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1.
Here's Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he'll go down here at the... Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Ohio, flex round. Flex round. Come on.
throw here out of the gun. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's brought down after a good game. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
To throw now on 1st down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
And he missed it. It's no good. So some disappointment there as the field goal falls short, and we have reached the intermission. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take a knee here. So per the new rules in 2016, this will be brought out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
This is Morris, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a third down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
They come up in an offset eye. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Complete to Jason Witten. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
One back is Morris. And he'll get it up the middle. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Time running out here on the play clock. They run again with Morris. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now with Dunbar. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run again here with Dunbar. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Prescott. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It's the Bucs' new signee from New York, Robert Ayers. In there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This a 33-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
is Morris. Stays on his feet. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Second and goal from the 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Lance Dunbar, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. First down, Winston. They set up the screen to Martin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Second down, Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, Winston. A dump off to Sims. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. I guess they figured they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run it with Sims. Give him 6 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down, and they convert another one right here to move the chains.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Winston. That is caught. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 1st and goal, they'll look to... And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Martin, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. Now Dunbar. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They come out here in the eye. They run it again with Martin. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 7 yards on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Now a run with Martin. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Let's just go ahead and go back to that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
First and goal here from the 9. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And the tight end, Luke Stocker, was the target, and it's third down. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. 3rd and goal. Winston. That's caught at the 3. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. Likely the play of the game here. Trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Goes underneath to Martin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Doug Martin with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Dallas first down.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
Let's go!
They run with Morris. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Here we go! Red 38! Red 38!
And they'll run it here. And a short gain down to about the 33. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
They come out here in the eye. The play clock's running down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They come out with one back and three tight ends. And here now it's second and goal, ball on the 7-yard line. And they'll be driven back. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is third and goal.
Here we go. 190. Flex round. Flex round.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The offense still needs 9 yards here on third and goal. And he was able to shed the... Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So a big kick coming now for Dan Bailey. This for the lead in the final stages. And Bailey able to knock it through. But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. So now then, it's a big kick there to get this game back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal could still do you in.
Brandon, we're going to see right here. I would expect that after the kickoff, this offense is going to come out throwing. So those first few plays are going to be the key.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try to run it with Morris. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Alfred Morris, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, this is Jaquiz Rogers. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punching in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Jeremy Butler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
They'll look to throw. And he finds a man. It's Martin. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
4 down, check. Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Let's go.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. Well, I know at points in this